Okay, so I have Curran with me, and we're going to do the FizzBuzz kata. So to review the rules of FizzBuzz, we are going to use test-driven development to produce a Java program. The first rule of the Java program is that we pass in a number, and if the number is is a multiple of 3, we get back fizz.
Yep.
The second rule is
if the
number is a multiple of 5, we get back buzz.
And then the third rule is like, if it's a multiple of 3 and 5.
3 and 5, we get back FizzBuzz. If the number, and then the last rule is otherwise we get back the number.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, so I'm going to lead it off. I'm going to write, so test-driven development, I'm going to write a test. I'm going to make it pass. Then I'm going to write the next test and let it fail. And it'll be Curran's turn to make the test pass and then write the next test.
And then my turn.
And then Dara, who is 3, is going to help out as well.
After me.
And Annika, who is 5, is going to help out as well. Okay, so here we go. So to get started, I'm going to run my tests.
And it's going to fail, just like we wanted.
Exactly. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say assert true. And then we're going to
FizzBuzz dot get number.
And the first number I'm going to pass, and this is my turn now, okay? So
I know.
I'm going to talk, not you, okay? To get number 3 equals, then we want to get back fizz. Okay, and I've got an error here. So click on the error, and it gives me a recommendation. It says create a method. Okay, so over here, I'm going to change the return signature of get number to string. I'm going to remove this comment. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to return, not 3, it's going to return fizz. Okay, so, actually, I went too far. I'm just going to say return null. Okay, so now I run my test, and let's always save resources. So I run my test, and it fails, which is what we wanted. So the next thing I do is I say return fizz. So I do just enough to make the test pass, because that's test-driven development. And then I run it again, and it passes. So one more thing, and then it's Curran's turn. I'm going to...
And then my turn.
And then your turn.
And then Anika's turn.
Well, we'll see. So I'm going to start off with Curran, though, okay? So I'm going to take this test, and actually let me say, we'll call it test 3, because that's where we're testing. And then the next test is going to be testing 5. So if I have 5, I want to get back buzz. Okay, and I run my test, and it fails. Now it's Curran's turn. What are we going to do, Curran?
I think. So, wouldn't it be like if else return?
Yeah, so what's our first test going to be?
If else?
Say if. Remember up here.
Oh. Up here?
One more. Okay, yep.
So, should we put this down a little?
Yep, we can do that.
So do it right here?
Sure, you can start there. No, so what are we testing for?
If
if I
Yeah.
equals if I equals 3.
Yep.
Oh, it should be equals.
Very good.
Then 5 equals 3. I forgot like a little bit more.
Okay, so it's been a little while since we did this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the syntax is we need to put the if inside parentheses.
Yeah.
And then after it, we want curly braces. Okay?
If else.
Not yet.
No one.
So if I equals 3, what are we going to do?
Return this.
Yep.
Three.
You already said return, right?
We want to do this.
Okay, good. And we're getting an error up here.
Yeah.
So what do you think that means?
Reachable code.
Yeah.
So I haven't written enough.
Well, what's this thing doing up here?
If I equals 3, return.
Above that.
Return fizz.
Mm-hmm.
We can delete that.
Mm-hmm.
Or do we change that to buzz? No, we delete that.
Okay.
Now we get an error up here. This method must return a result of string type.
Okay.
String. Type string.
So we've got an if statement. So the only time it returns is if I equals 3. So do we need to put something else?
Yeah.
Okay, what do we need to put?
Like if also like another thing equals 5.
Mm-hmm.
So what would we do then? This has been a while also.
So that would be a good place for the else.
So we would do down here.
Yep.
We would have to so we do else
Well, after that curly brace.
after.
Yep.
So how would we do that? We just do there.
After the curly brace.
This curly brace after this curly brace.
Yeah, after. Yeah.
So in here.
Yep.
If else.
Not if else. You can say else if, or you can say else.
Else. Else return buzz.
Try it.
Buzz. There. But we get an error. Syntax insert to complete return statement. So I need another one.
What is it saying you need to insert?
another syntax because there's 3.
No, what did it say? Mouse over it again.
Syntax error. Insert to complete return statement.
Yeah, so what is that character you need to insert?
This. Another one of these.
No, it's not what it showed. What do you have after return fizz?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay. Now remember, we always want to clean up our code, right?
Yeah, so Control, Alt,
Command Shift F.
Command, Shift. I don't have Command room.
Good. Okay. Now run it. It passes! Okay, now write the next test. And then it'll be my turn.
No, my turn.
Well, we're going to do it first with Curran.
And we do copy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just paste it down here.
Yep.
Is it Command V?
Yep.
It needs to be. So this should be. Let's do 15.
Okay.
Is
Okay. And what do we have there?
syntax error on token. Delete this token.
Okay. And do we always clean up our code?
Yeah. Control Shift F.
Good. Okay. Let's run it.
And it fails.
Okay, good job. Now it's my turn. I'm going to take it back over. Okay. So I'm going to say if I equals 15, return FizzBuzz. Is that what your rule said? Good. Okay. Clean up the code. I like leaving an else if here. Okay. And so go like that. Okay, cool. Now, so it's my turn to write a test for you. So I'm going to say, what happens if we do a multiple of 3? Okay. Oops. So let's call it 6. And if we do 6, we should get back fizz. Okay, we'll run it. And the test fails. Okay, your turn, Curran.
Just like we wanted.
Yep.
After one is mine.
Yep, that's right, Dara.
So, do we want an else return?
Well, so do you remember how we test for whether you can divide something by 3? It's been a while since we've talked about this, and we haven't really covered that. We've really covered like addition and subtraction, right?
Well, a multiple is like if it's like 2 things, so like a half to equal.
Yeah, and so like multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12. So remember what the mathematical operator is to see if something's divided by something?
Is it if?
No. So I'll give you a hint on this one. It's so it's modulo. Remember? So that's the percent sign.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So if I modulo, then what do we want to do?
3.
Yeah, I modulo 3 should equal what?
Want to do an equal sign again?
No. You need to put the modulo, the 3 over by the modulo.
Right. Behind it.
After it. Right there.
3
Mm-hmm.
should equal 6.
No. Should equal 0.
Oh, yeah. 0.
Okay. Good. How did that fix it?
Yep. Let's see if it works.
Sounds good. Okay.
Works.
So it works. So write the next test.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you wanted to test another multiple of 3? Okay.
But we got an error.
Mm-hmm.
Void is invalid type. Syntax error. Insert those to complete dimension.
Okay. Now, does this test look any different than our other tests? Let's see, we've got, do you see a pattern here that looks different?
This is a FizzBuzz. FizzBuzz Fizz.
Okay, do you see a pattern here with this test? What's missing from that line that should be there? Okay.
There.
Okay. Do we always clean up our code?
Yes.
And then
I almost forgot about that. I forgot about that. There.
Okay, good.
Now I just test it.
Okay. So
Passes.
okay, so I guess we need a different test because you're supposed to write when that fails,
because
right?
of this code.
Exactly.
I need a different test.
Yep.
Let's do a buzz one.
That sounds like a good idea.
Let's do 30. 30.
Well, that wouldn't be the rule, right? Because 30 is a multiple of 3 and of 5. So it wouldn't equal buzz, would it?
FizzBuzz. I didn't know that. I didn't know. There.
Okay.
Oh, because it's 3 tens.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Very good. Okay. So.
We just run it.
Mm-hmm.
Fails.
Okay, fails. So my turn. Here we go.
So when it's my turn, it's my turn.
Yeah, it'll be your turn soon. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here, except I'm going to say modulo 15.
Equals
Okay.
0.
Equals 0. Very good. Then I run the test, and it passes. Okay. So now I need to give you another one. So I'm going to give you multiples of 5. Okay. So a good multiple of 5 is 10. And I'm going to say 10 equals buzz. Okay. And that passes.
Go look at the code.
So I know why it passes. It's going to be up to you to fix it. So I'm going to write another test. that exercises our code power. So I'm going to say 7. Okay.
7 is multiple of 3.
So if we pass in 7, we get back 7, right? So this can be really hard. Oops, let me run the test. This is going to be really hard for you, okay?
So what's going to be hard about it?
Well, let's see how you do.
So why is the 5 thing not working? Why is the 5 thing working? Else return buzz, is that why?
Yeah, good thinking.
So I have to delete that?
Well, is that what we need to do?
No. We need to return 7, right? We need a thing that returns 7.
Well, so we need to return buzz, right? But we also need something that returns 7.
So do we need to fix this first?
Probably.
So what do we need to fix about it?
What do you think?
It says else return buzz. We need to make it so if it's multiple of 5 return buzz.
Good thinking.
We could just copy this.
Okay, good.
Make an else if. Alright.
Okay, good.
Oh my god, this. Yeah. Right.
So maybe, did we go the wrong way? Did we delete something when we should have added it instead?
There. That says insert to complete class body. What does that mean? Insert one more?
What do you think?
Yeah. There.
Okay.
I get an error up here. This must return a result of type string.
So we used to have an else, which meant that if everything else failed, then else returned something. And you changed it to else if for 5s. What do we need to do from there?
I need
Does it give you any hints if you click it?
click it. Add return statement.
Okay.
Change return what?
Well, what does the test say to return?
Let's do null. It's just
Well, what does the test say to? What does the test want us to do?
7.
Okay.
3. Seven.
Okay. Run the test.
Passes.
Awesome. Don't forget to clean up your code.
Oh yeah. We had to auto format.
Okay, cool. Now, almost your turn, Dara. Okay. So, passes. Oh, wait. No, now it's, sorry. Now it's Curran's turn to write another failing test, right?
Oh, I forgot about that. It's kind of weird that we have to make it fail.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about test-driven development, right?
Yeah. I like this. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
I forgot. Oh. Don't.
Yeah, we haven't done any Java since last year, right?
I haven't done it in a very long time.
Yep. That's okay. You're doing pretty well.
put this. Put this down. Okay, so let's see. Let's do 20. And buzz.
Okay.
Multiple 5.
Very good. Yeah. Is that the one that? I mean, go ahead and let's run that. But is that going to make it fail?
No.
Okay. Well, go ahead and run it. It's it doesn't hurt to have more tests in there, right? Okay. But we need a test that's going to fail. You come up with a test that's going to fail.
Would you do? There's only like one thing, and that would be like stuff like numbers that give themselves numbers.
Okay.
Give back numbers.
You want to try one of those then?
Let's do 8.
Cool. Good thinking.
It's gonna fail.
Okay.
Should.
Did you forget something on your naming? Why is test 20 failing?
Should fail.
Yeah. But did you test right?
What do you mean?
Well, read your test.
Public void test 20.
So test 20 is supposed to equal 8.
Oh.
Well, we just did test 20 though, right? And we said that test 20 was going to be...
Okay, test 20. Nope, shouldn't. We shouldn't have test 20.
Well, what number did we decide to test instead?
8.
Okay.
I forgot to do that. Weird me.
Okay.
What? What do we do?
Well, what's it say?
Errors exist too. I thought it did. So we have to delete this. No, we don't. No, don't put that up. We go back.
You got 2 lines with errors, right? What's that second line with an error?
I need to put that back. Messing up everything.
You just made more errors, so that
Can you
doesn't
help
seem
me?
like the right thing to do. No, you're gonna have to do it.
How do I?
Well, remember that Command Z reverts.
Command Z?
Yeah. So do Command Z, it undoes what you just did. Okay, so there, now we're back to 2 errors. So what error is happening on the second line?
Syntax error. Insert.
Second line.
Syntax error. This token.
So it's a syntax error on token 8.
Delete token. It says to delete this.
Is that the token it said to delete?
No.
What token did it say to delete?
Syntax error or token 8. Delete this token. 8.
Okay.
It said to delete 8. Oh, that wasn't 8. And I'm messing up again. So I gotta delete 8? Why do I have to delete 8?
How do your other tests look? Do they have the numbers inside the parentheses?
Oh. No. There.
Okay.
It should fail.
Let's run the test.
Fails.
Good. Okay. So now it's my turn to make a pass.
I'm gonna
That was a little hard.
Okay. So I'm going to go over here, instead of having those numbers hard-coded, I'm going to use the integer to string to return that. And then, just for tidiness sake, I like to put this in an else. Okay, auto-format my code. And what's going to happen?
Sweet.
They all pass. Now, do we have all our requirements met? So,
yeah.
if number is a multiple of 3, we get back fizz. So we got 2 tests there. We got 6, and we've got 3. If number is a multiple of 5, we get back buzz. So 5 and 10. We got 2 good tests there. If a number is a multiple of 3 and 5, we get back FizzBuzz. How many do we have for FizzBuzz?
2.
Yeah. And then if a number is something else, we get back the number. How many of those tests do we have?
2.
Good. So are we done?
Yes.
Does it look good? Is there anything we want to clean up?
What do you think?
I'm asking you.
Do we want to auto-format it up?
Nope. It's auto-formatted. Nothing to fix.
Java.
Oh, good. So we need to clean that up. Good. Anything else?
No.
Are we done?
Yeah.
I agree. Thank you very much, sir and ladies, for your kind cooperation.